guys, welcome back to another episode of the ChaosCraft server with myself, Knux. How you doing? And today I think we're just going to carry on with Laredo, Tucker 9. So yeah, where's all this? I've done a few bits and pieces. Got a tree farm set up down there. I'll explain all this in a second. And a few of the other guys have been around and they've checked it all out. So I've done this behind the bar, tried to make this look a bit neater, more bar-like, and I've got a few ideas I'd like to change about the stage. There's this area here which is where I'm thinking about putting the drinks barrels, as it were, so sort of like semi-cellar kind of deal. And then you've got the upstairs up here, which you've already seen, I think. But yeah, I've had a few sort of donations from people, like Peacemaker dropped by earlier and he sorted me out with a bit of iron and some glowstone and that. And DR popped by a few days ago and reminded me that Tucker 9 is in fact a shanty town. So besides some of the main buildings, such as the bank and the bar or tavern, whatever you want to call it, the buildings might overlap each other. So say you've got this section here, and you'd have a house that's built up like this, and then you'd have a house that's built up like this, and then maybe you'd have this house overlapping onto this one a little bit. But then I was also thinking, if it's shantytownish, you might as well just do the normal houses like they would be normally, with a few small overlaps here and there, but then at the back of the houses have like stairways leading up to scummy flats and things like that. So that's something we might have to look into. I also built this whatever you want to call it. It's just so I've got somewhere to sleep and I can store all my stuff. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, today we're going to try and get on with the roof, because, well, not the roof, the ceiling sort of area. And this area is going to be mainly for, I need to just check this out, I need oak wood. Typical, this is floor wood that I've got in my hand and I need the other type. But there's an area over here, this area here that overhangs. I'm just going to build a square room up the top there, and then on the side here have, like, if you look at old western sort of things, they got like billboards on some of the sides of their buildings, and I think that'd fit in really well. Just sort of have like a welcome to Tucker 9 logo or something like that, or a brand of drink that this bar is selling. So that's something we can work on. So I need oak wood. I can actually put some of this stuff away because I'm not going to need all of it. And we'll grab more oak wood and then we'll run back up here. I also tried to do something with the windows as well to see if there was any way I could make them look a bit less, I don't know, a bit less, they're too clean at the moment. And I think when I show you the what I've got in stock for the bathroom mirror, you'll appreciate what I mean when I say that it looks a bit too clean. Now I need to be careful here that I don't go over, which I have done, so we'll take this out. And there's also a good chance that we might turn this into a sort of balcony type area as well, but for now I just want to get the layout down. So this would come to here. There we go. And up here is basically just going to be all like sort of in rooms and that kind of thing, like places for travellers to sleep. So yeah, but I've been itching to get back on with this. It was my birthday a couple of days ago, and apparently I am MSG resistant, which is I think it's like an additive they put in Chinese food and things like that. And I tried eating Chinese the other day for my birthday and I was violently ill, and we think I've got an allergy to MSG. So ooh, fun. But I suppose in some ways that could be considered a good thing. But yeah, so I've been itching to get back on with this. And I might put windows up here, but only like little ones. And they might even just be bars to... Yeah, they're probably going to be bars because the sort of people who stay here are more than likely to break the glass. So they're likely to be bars. But yeah, so I've been itching to get back on with this, but I've been bedridden for the past couple of days. And I just managed to get Twilight Takeover out the other day. Twilight Takeover out? Yeah, that makes sense. Managed to get that update uploaded the other day. And we've started work on our power plant in that series, but I won't talk too much about that. I want to crack back on with this. So the stairs lead up here, so we can assume that there's going to be a hallway kind of deal here. And I kind of like the fact that it's all kind of closed in, like this is only too wide. It feels really sort of like they're trying to squeeze as much room out of here as possible, which is good. So we might have this as the first room, or in fact, if we can find out where the middle of this is, hang on, let me just put a torch down. If we can find out where the middle of this is, we'll put an alleyway up the middle of it and cut the area in two. So 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It's an odd number. Oh, that's cool though, because we could just eyeball it basically and then say like there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Job done. And then if we make the corridor down the middle here like that. So there's still that tight closed in feel. So this is a corridor here. I wondered what that was for a second then. I thought it was a creeper. It's not. It's the gate to Tucker 9. So yeah, this has still got that closed in feel. Then we need to mark out what the rooms are, and we could probably, because the corridor leads up to here, we could probably just square this off and have it so we've got an extra room in here. So like that. And if we do these, we'll try and fit 2 rooms in here. So then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, it's an odd number, so hopefully, if I just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Job done. And then we know where the centre is. So we'll take that out. I need to get a torch down in here. It is quite dark. And then 5 again. And then on this side, because we know that's there, we can do a crappy room over in this corner. Like a... Ooh, actually we cannot. We may have to split the difference on this room. These areas aren't actually that vital, because I don't think they get access. Like when we're running through the story, these rooms aren't, they're not part of anything. Okay, so this door's going to be off centre by 1. That's fine, that's cool. We can sort of trick the eye a little bit and put it in there. And then with this one we can do that there. And fair enough, that's not all equal, but it works. Excuse me. So yeah, okay, so that's the setup for the rooms I think I'm going to go for. And again, like I said, they don't really get accessed during the part that we're going to be recording. So I'm going to leave that there. So they don't need to be too great, but again, I suppose for the most part this area is kind of my base for the time being, so I'm going to have to make it look as neat as possible, so I feel comfortable living here. And who knows, I might even take one of these rooms for myself. I apologise if my voice is a little gravelly today as well. I do apologise. I've been ill. Be kind. Right, so how far up do we want these to go? Let's go downstairs and check on the bottom floor. And I'll take that. I'm going to need to put a torch here eventually. So we've got the floor, so we've got floor, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to go up to this height all the way around. Have we got enough to do this? We probably have, yeah. I'm going to pitch my corners so I don't go falling off the edge. Take that out. So this will be the sort of ceiling, as it were. And again, get the corners in so I don't just wander off the edge. Oh, come on then. But yeah, this is coming along nicely. I was sort of I've got good ideas for what's going on over there, sort of like a hydroponic farm setup using glowstone and all that good sort of stuff to replicate a sort of modern farming habitat, as it were. I'm definitely going to need more torches though. If there's anyone on the server with some coal, please run it by. I can trade you some bits and pieces. I haven't actually got a lot left resources wise, but I'm sure we can come to an agreement. So yeah. And in the last episode I was sort of all over the place trying to explain the races, and it's kind of difficult. I was saying there are 5 races, and then I was saying there are 6 races. There are technically 6 races, but like the 6th race is independent, and they sort of there are loads of different factions that make up then. I fell off. Who'd have known? Yeah, there's loads of different factions that make up the independent. So like you could have some guys from Rowell or from Archaeos, and they'd be making up an independent faction, but they'd still be of the race of Rowell and Archaeos. So you've got here we go again. You've got 6 races in total, really, if you include the independent. So you've got, in this universe, there are Rowell, and they're the peacekeepers. Okay. You've got the Reclaimers, which are sort of like the bad guys. You've got Archaeos, which are the business sort of people. They're the ones who have got all the money. You've got Yulth, and they're the industrious people, and they're the ones who sort of keep... they produce a lot of things, like metals, and they mine, whereas Archaeos would much rather trade to get their resources. Yulth can just simply mine it out of the ground, or from a moon mining operation or something like that. You've got Arabia, who are their home planet is Arabia Prime, and they're sort of they're very secretive. They don't really take part in a lot of the universe's wars and things like that. Like they cause a lot of the wars, and they cause a lot of the problems in the universe, but if there is a fight that the universe needs to join together on, they'll usually stay out of the way and just let the alliance get on with it, as it were. Because there have been times in the story where they've had to all join forces, and Arabia Prime bailed on them on the last second, basically, and left them. I don't want to give too many spoilers away. They didn't leave them to their death or anything. It was just that was just one of those things. This feels good. This is really packed in and tight corridory. I like this. This is good. So you've got all those races, then you've got the independents, and they're usually made up of all different kinds of races. I'm going to go grab a ladder. And you've also got the terraforming ships that escaped from Earth, but nobody actually knows what's happened to them. So they could be anywhere in the universe for all we know. They could still be alive. Alright, I'm going to go at the back here, and then we'll put our roof on, as it were. And for that I do need birchwood, but luckily I've still got enough left over. Yeah, that tree farm, super effective. Absolutely love that. And we're going to have a flat roof for the most part, but I'm going to try and put a bit of trim around the edge to bring it out a bit more, make it look a bit less dull. And I don't know how I'm going to implement the balcony over here. I might take this room out, put this one up to full size, and just have it as a corridor leading out to a balcony, but again, I don't know. It's just one of those things we'll have to investigate. Yeah. Ah, my voice. Excuse me. Let me take a drink here quickly. Excuse me. So yeah, and the first couple of races you sort of encounter, Tucker 9 is an independent world, or an independent town. The planet they're on is called Hubris, or Hubris, and Tucker 9 is a town on Hubris. So it's an independent planet, and for some reason the Reclaimers have taken an interest in it. Like they land, and they're just here to cause trouble, basically, and no one really understands why they're picking on this sort of backwater planet out in the middle of nowhere. So it's all a bit of a mystery, but again, they're sort of like trainee Reclaimers. Like, they're not operating. Usually when you encounter Reclaimers, they've got mystical abilities, basically, that allow them to completely turn the battle in their favour at any opportunity. Like, you really do not want to encounter the Reclaimers. They are evil as hell. But the ones that sort of happen upon this village, or this town, as it were, they're not fully trained, and they're not really part of the credence of the whole Reclaimer world, as it were. They seem to be more sort of get in there, steal money, cause chaos, use the fear that has been generated around the Reclaimer name, but not actually, sort of not, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of not act upon it. Like, they use the fear that's been generated around their race to put the fear in people and make their jobs a bit easier to sort of take over a town or whatever. And but they're not really that intimidating compared to proper Reclaimers. So yeah, just a brief bit of backstory there. I could ramble about the Chaos Nova stories for decades. I'm surrounded by notes on a near constant basis. But yeah, if you I don't know if this is something you guys would be interested in, but if you guys are interested in hearing more about the Chaos Nova stories, let me know, because if you are, I can give you a bit more backstory into this town and that kind of thing. And I don't know how I'm going to do, if this is a successful thing, if people really enjoy watching this whole series, as it were, that we're going to put out. I'm so unsure of how I'm going to do chapter 2 and 3. Chapter 4 won't be a problem, but yeah. Because we only use this location once, sadly. So if it is any good, I'm going to have to start getting the other ChaosCrafters involved, and maybe we'll have to start doing it in a creative world, and then do the filming that way instead. But the advantage of doing it in creative mode would mean that we get to do the builds quicker, we get to film quicker, get on through the stories, and that way we get the series out quicker and you guys can enjoy it. So hopefully, yeah, you guys won't mind if we start using creative mode. It won't be on this server. Like, we don't use creative mode on this server at all. The only time we used creative on this server was for world edit at the very beginning, before anyone had even been on the map, just to get the sort of town layout in, because that was a problem we had on the old ChaosCraft server, was that the town layout was sort of all over the place. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at this. I need to put my signboard on the side here, so I've got some oak wood planks. We need something a bit more substantial than that. In fact, really, I could probably put the billboard on here, but I kind of want to put yeah, we'll go grab some fence posts and do this then. Wood. I don't know what colour we'll use. Maybe, yeah, we'll go spruce wood. It's got nails in it and that kind of thing. I kind of want some signs as well. Or paintings, maybe. I'm not too sure. Spruce. Where's spruce wood? Spruce wood stairs. We don't want them. Spruce wood. Okay, fantastic. And we'll only do half this stack. Oh, BV's on! Hello, Mr. Viper of the Bit. Long time no see on the ChaosCraft server. I need fences. They're not going to be in the stone chest. Where? Yep, there they are. They were in the very chest I was looking at. A wild BitViper appeared and it confused me. And I need my ladders on the bar. Cool. Right, so let's get up here. And we'll do that. And then we will drop down here. Now I don't know how big I want this to be, and I might want to put a border of some kind around it. Let's just see how it looks with the if we go, say this is the edge here, so we'll go but then that's, so okay, right, that's cool there, and then these aren't going to stay here. So those are the edges. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh god, how have I done this? So it's like a gap of 2 between them. Okay, 1, 2, and then we get rid of this. And we get rid of this. And now we try and see what this looks like with this. And I'm going to cut the edges off one as well. So we've got the fence and then one, I think it is. Oh, fence and two. Okay. So then you've got that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, why not? And one. We don't need to count this one out because we're good. And then drop down here. Very good, very good. And then see if we can drop in here. We cannot, but it's all good because we can just climb back in. Now, if we got spruce wood, we do. I really hope this pulls off first time, because if it doesn't, then I've got a lot of dismantling to do. There we go. And it's a sort of shame that the that might be a bit high. Yeah, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring that down one. Let's just caught it, I think. I think this only had about a use left on it, so hopefully we can get some more uses out of it by doing this. There we go. Alright, we'll just take these ones out, because I think it might just be a bit too tall the way it is at the moment. 5 was a bad choice. Right, and that should be that. No? Okay, there we go. Right then. Oh yeah, okay, that's much better. And then we'll dismantle this. Very cool, very cool. And then we shall jump down here. Ah, never gonna make that. Ah, it's too close to the edge. Damn, I'm gonna have to dismantle it and put it back one. I will do that quickly, and then I will jump you guys back in once I've fixed everything. See you in a sec. Okay, so I have moved it back one, and I think that looks much better in my personal opinion. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, so I'm going to do a bit of work on the bathroom now as well. I need to figure out how I'm going to fit a sort of advert in there or whatever. But I need to figure out more of the backstory and things like that. And BitViper has come to pay us a visit. I don't know where he's gone. He is lurking somewhere, no doubt. But yeah, we're going to get on with the bathroom quickly, and you'll see what I meant about the whole... I thought I saw an Enderman then. I'll tell you what, I'll show you what I meant about the whole sort of dirty-ish feel to the bathroom mirrors and that kind of thing. So this is what our iron blocks look like in the texture pack. And to be honest with you, I think that looks like a scummy, clouded up mirror in a shitty tavern, to be honest with you. And because of that, I think it works really well. So we're going to use these, and we're going to put sinks in here, as it were, in this section here, and bathroom stalls over this side. I think we can get away with just one wide stalls for the toilets, like that. Obviously they'll have to be in oak wood, and I've knackered my pickaxe. Let's see if we can just... Oh, I've knackered my proper axe anyway. Let's just see what the difference is. I know this might take a few seconds. Please be patient with me. I'm not in the... My head's all over the place today. I'm like, woo. So yeah. And what was this? Oak wood. Okay. And then maybe put like a cauldron there to pretend to be a toilet, and also a cauldron there to sort of pretend to be a sink. We might sink the cauldron into the ground or something, I don't know. And maybe put a trapdoor. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we've got it. We know what we're doing, because we are geniuses. And this iron is courtesy of Peacemaker. Thank you very much, good sir. Oh, the crafting table's in the wall. Of course it is. Oh, there's a BitViper. Hi. So how do you make cauldrons? That's bucket, isn't it? That's train cart. What are you? God, they're expensive, aren't they? Upside down trousers. Okay, well we're going to see how this looks along with this. He's investigating. BitViper on the investigations. Okay, well we'll check this out. If we put this in there, Maybe we might have to sink it into the floor, but also like that. That kind of works. You know, it kind of works. And then for the yeah, that works pretty well as a sink. I like how this is all cramped in. Like I said earlier, like they're trying to squeeze every inch of value out of this place. So yeah, that's just a little update on Tucker 9. A little build video for you there. I might complete the bathrooms off camera and do that. I'm not entirely convinced about this. Hang on. What does it look like when it's sunk into the floor? And unfortunately I'm not smart enough to know how to recreate a cistern, which is the thing that goes on the back of the toilet. Let's try this. Okay, leave something in the comments below letting me know what you think of the toilet design. I'm going to complete this one and I'll jump back on to say my goodbyes. And yeah, so I will be right back in a second. Okay then guys, I have done the sort of mirror and sink deal here. I might fill the odd sink or two up with a bit of water, but I just need to know what you guys reckon I should do for the toilets. I have absolutely no clue. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. We've done the bathrooms, we've done the roof upstairs. Let me just show you how dark it is upstairs now that I've grabbed some extra torches. And in the next episode we'll probably do the finishing touches. Oh, there's that spider. Hello. We'll probably do some finishing touches to the tavern, or we might leave the tavern for a little while and we might work on the farms. So yeah, there we go. So I need to work out some light for in there, I guess. You can share the light for now. Be a good sharing and caring light. So yeah, I also don't know what I'm going to do about the doors up here. I kind of want them to look saloony and all that, but fence gate is it's just a bit naff looking. So yeah, but there we go. The toilets are almost done. The upstairs almost done. All it really needs doing up there now is decorating, that kind of thing. Looks kind of square. I don't know. It sort of fits in with the theme, I guess. We need to make it look a bit more shanty and rugged up there, and give it maybe not a square roof, maybe a bowed roof or something like that. We'll work it out. I'm sure we will come up with great things. But for now, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode of the ChaosCraft server. All the best. Bye bye.